That shit is old as fuck.
The Charlie Brown shit, like 16 years old.
I know. The funny thing is, that's how you cure racism. That's how you cure it.
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
You make us all laugh. You make us laugh. That's how you cure racism.
Yeah, listen, man. I feel like we need to get like our delegates all together for blacks and whites and whatever and Spanish people, and we need to just like come to an agreement to stay the fuck out of the way. I think that's 90% of racism is just people parking the wrong way at gas pumps and shit, or like fucking standing here like making a scene at McDonald's, right, and like yelling about the chicken nuggets. Like, bro, listen.
Right, no, it's like about getting $7 of gas out of a $20 bill and buying cigarettes on top of it with the same $20 bill.
Like this,
kill all minorities.
Listen, bro. Like, yo, this should be a rule. All right, legitimately, if you're going to the drive-through at any restaurant, all right, yo, you should be limited to like fucking 2 things. Right, you should not have like, cause I be looking across like the thing. You know, had like a double McDonald's joints now, where like it's like 2 different like fucking lines. I look across and they got like 2.5 screens worth of fucking shit that they're goddamn ordering at a drive-through, and they always like they're there like finishing up their order when I pull up. Right, so now I gotta wait 20 minutes in line because they need 18 chicken sandwiches. Like, go the fuck inside. Like, this is why people don't like black folks. This is why. Right? Because they're always in the fucking way. Like, yo, for fuck's sake.
It's not their trivialities or their inability not to have loud phone conversations in public. It's because of their fast food orders.
Yo, no, yo, that's another. That's what I'm saying. Like, yo, stay out the way. Right? Yo, just pay attention around you and be like, bro, listen, stop stopping in the middle of the fucking street to have a conversation with your homie on the sidewalk. Bruh, I got it.
Yo,
you want to talk to your man?
Black men to handle their women, though. Like, listen, that's kind of the other issue.
Yo, look. I have a whole plan for that. Like, yo,
another reason why nobody likes black folks either. The DMV.
Like, you're gonna have to pull Walter.
And it's always a black person that always.
Yeah, listen. We stop hiring black women to do things, right, in the government, just as a whole. Like,
yeah, I agree with that. I agree.
Well, then they're gonna clutch to all the fucking white dudes down at the gas stations.
Look, hear me out. If there's only white people, there's no more racism.
Listen, we understand.
Here's the thing, right? Vlad, you technically can't be racist towards a race that no longer exists, right?
Wait a minute. Exactly. Here's the problem, Vlad, right? Like, yo, once you do that, all of a sudden, like, then, like, you're like, oh, man, you know, if there were no Greek people, there wouldn't be any Greeks, right? And then if there weren't any motherfucking Italians, there wouldn't be any Italians. If there weren't any Spaniards, there wouldn't be any Spaniards. Right, yo, listen,
well, you know, the
like,
Turks certainly didn't fucking try. They did fucking try.
Everybody keeps trying. Like, listen, you know what I mean? Like, yo, that cannot be...
I'm first off, I'm joking.
Yo, I mean, to be entirely fair, like, it has succeeded once. But literally the only way it succeeds is if you fuck them to death.
So since we're here on this topic, what do you think about France right now?
Oh, it's getting fucking torched. I'm laughing.
Yo, man, eventually they're going to have a conversation about their immigration policies.
They have no choice. And here's the thing, they'll blame Macron, blame this on video games is such a fucking cop-out.
I don't know. Like, I'm just, I don't know, Brad. Like, I'm sorry. I stopped paying attention a second. I was looking at my kitten just fucking passed out beside me. Yo, look, man, real shit. Like, it's...
You have a heart.
No, wait, your kids are outside?
My kitten just passed out beside me.
Yeah, he got his adorable little kid.
Okay, I was going to say, it's like fucking pouring raining outside. I had to go inside because I couldn't hear anything.
Yeah, no.
The children. Wait.
Yeah, wait, no. All right, yeah, fucking, so France is going to have a conversation about their immigration shit, right? Like, they can't just go like, hey, look, man, we have a negative birth rate, so let's bring in the entire third world, right? Because that doesn't work, right? You know, like, they're going to end up with the same problems that we have right now, where, like, you know, black people are burning the fucking cities down and shit.
Well, here's the thing. You can't replace your culture with someone else's kids. It's just how that is.
Well, they're trying really hard to do so right now.
They're trying really hard, but it's like parents are now wising up and now they want to pull their kids away from school. But the question of how effective that is, it really depends on the state and county level.
You're not wrong.
All the French have to do is stop making croissants.
I mean, like, all the French really have to do is, like, if they just collectively walk into the ocean it'll solve two problems. Number one, the smell.
Yeah.
Right? And then number two, the French. You know what I mean? Like, we'd be a whole lot better off.
Let's just cut off the import of fucking garlic and snails and just watch the country.
That's not even where garlic comes from.
Dude,
they would. Aspects, I feel bad for the French because at one point they almost conquered the entire known fucking world with Napoleon.
Yeah, dude. All the French,
and then look at them now. Look at them now.
I think it's funny as fuck.
Yeah, I know,
French
right?
In the War of 1812,
military power
killed off so many fucking tall people in their genetic fucking line that the entire country is male population is now physically shorter than it was 200 years ago.
Look,
really?
The problem is that the French will proportionally.
They sent all the tall dudes to the front line, and they all got fucking
bro, Cappy, can you hear when motherfucking when my man's is talking here? Fucking my boy started talking, he just started rolling right over him.
Vlad, he is a little he's coming in a little bit low. I don't know if it's on my end or his.
Oh, is this better?
Yeah, it's better.
It sounds better, but you are still a little low. I'll check my own settings.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
It's all right. No, I was just gonna say that the French people wouldn't have a negative birth rate if it weren't for the fact that the fathers keep fucking their own daughters. You know, the incest there's the real problem.
I mean, that's only among the immigrants is the problem.
No, sorry, I'm just saying all the French are inbred. Yeah. I hate French people.
Yeah, we all hate French people. All right? We all hate French Canadians. And here's a crazy stat: the number one inbred population in North America are French Canadians.
Yeah,
the fuck?
But the French Canadians aren't even French. They're like this weird bastardized time capsule of what French used to be, right? So they haven't. So it's kind of like Mexico. If you have a Mexican go to Spain, there's still gonna be a huge language and cultural gap because the Spaniards haven't been in fucking Mexico since 400 or 500 years ago, and it's like the same thing with well, okay, maybe it was 300 years ago.
Yeah, I was going to say
because we had the Spanish-American War in the 1800s. Yeah, okay, fine. But the point is, though, but the point is, though, is that same thing with Canada. The French people in Canada have been so isolated from France, and they're so conservative with their French lingo that they're a far cry away from being anywhere culturally similar to France.
Well, not only that, but there is nobody more racist on the planet that I've ever met than fucking people from Quebec. They are
even black ones.
Yeah, they are the most racist fucking people. It's unfucking real. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah. They're even forbidding the race mixing, which they're fucking retarded. Why?
I'm fine with not having.
Why
race
is that?
mix.
I'm fine with.
You should not. You should not race mix ever. That should never be a thing.
No, why not?
And from a mestizo because it destroys your culture, and the kid will end
not
up
just okay. So
it.
genetically, it's
fucking. Exactly
sorry, Navi, you go.
Goes wrong. I mean, hold on. I don't think it necessarily will destroy your culture. Okay, it depends.
It will.
So in other words, put it this way. Okay, you can have black people that grew up in upper middle class white neighborhoods, right? And they're culturally the same as your average white guy if from the burbs. The problem is that the culture that people are thinking of associating with black people is primarily the thug life bum ones, right? But if you see
basically just the thug life bum culture was basically borrowed from the Scots Irish.
Yeah. We've all watched the same motherfucking Thomas Sowell video.
Yeah, all I'm getting at is you can't say that basically, how do I put it? Little Wayne has absolutely zero similarity with Barack Obama. That's kind of my point. Barack Obama is not even really black. He's a white guy, more or less. Okay. And that's kind of the point.
All right, let me put it this way. Wait. Let me put it this way, right? So but the issue isn't when you have one person, right, in a neighborhood doing some shit, right? If you're adding one person of a different ethnicity or, race, that's fine, right? Because then that one person is engulfed by that fucking community and that culture, and he forms that culture. But when you add like thousands of people to an area or a community, or even millions, now you're just destroying the fucking culture.